mine.
I'll tell you if I can see.
Oh, is this yours?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Very exciting. I like to just introduce myself and then let you know how I know your hostesses and how we all came about today. So my name's Jess Markowitz. I'm a Superstar Director with Scentsy. I've been with Scentsy for 6 years. This month, I had my 6-year Scentiversary. And Crystal and I, our little babies, were on a baseball team together. What were they, 4? They were itty bitties. And so we've been friends for a while now. And we have done, I did a fundraiser for some of our other friends that, her name was Esther, her son, or no, her nephew. Her nephew had, what was it, a brain aneurysm? And so we did a fundraiser for that cause, and that worked out really well. And I started out Scentsy loving the reason for doing fundraisers. And it's interesting, the more I vocalized it, the more people took advantage, and I just love giving back. And so when they reached out to me, Nora and Crystal, and asked to do a fundraiser for this mission, which I'm so excited for, it's very exciting for me to do. And Ryan, I've watched him grow up, and he's just always so excited to help and serve and give, just like his mom. So any way I can help, I try to do that. So I had you guys fill out your name tags. Thank you so much. That's just so I don't have to feel weird saying, hey you, or whatever when I'm talking. This specific party is a little bit different, as you guys know, because it's a fundraiser. We are going to be, if you've been, how many of you have been at a Scentsy party before? Okay. Nobody else. Okay. So if you have bought Scentsy before, you know that they're like combine and save packages that helps you save a little bit of money. Well, because this is a fundraiser, we're trying to help them raise as much money as possible. So everything will be a la carte. But if you want to help, in addition to help raise more money, we're going to keep this fundraiser going through the month of May. And so if you want to host your own party, or if you want to simply bring a packet to work and collect orders, whatever you raise, I will be also donating for them, so we can hopefully raise as much money as possible for this mission to Nicaragua, so, which is really exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to have you go around the room really fast and tell me what your name and what you know about Scentsy, because I don't want to waste people's time. If I do know there's a couple newbies here, but I don't want to be talking about a ton of stuff that nobody's interested in, because there's a lot of things that Scentsy has that most people don't know about. So I'm going to stick with the things you guys are interested in, and if you guys can help me educate from things that you love, we can take care of a lot of educating that way by you guys sharing what you use and what your favorite stuff are, and then I will take care of the stuff that nobody mentioned so you guys are aware of what's available. So, we'll start with you.
My name is Delia.
Hey, Delia.
Delia Payne. And to these 2 girls.
Okay, nice. And then do you know anything about Scentsy? So first time, brand new, awesome. So we've got a newbie, which I love. I am gonna actually, I didn't grab these, I can't believe I forgot these. I'm gonna give cards to everybody throughout the day or the evening. And any cards that you collect by the end of the day, I'm going to be giving a prize. So I like to give extra cards to new people that don't know Scentsy, because I get to educate even more. So I'm just going to grab them if I can find them. Okay, so you're a newbie. I'm going to give you a card in a second. Go, Miss Crystal.
I'm Crystal, and I have used Scentsy since Jess started. I have tons of stuff, and I used to live here with my mom, and she kept all my stuff, so I had to buy a whole bunch of new stuff.
She confiscated it.
It's always great stuff. My son loves it. He has his own Scentsy stuff too.
What's your favorite thing that you use with Scentsy?
I've been pretty conservative with it. I'm excited to try some other things. I've only used the warmers.
Okay.
So.
And then you bought Mom a diffuser for
I did.
I
did.
Yes.
Yes.
It's right over there.
Yes.
Which you love. Okay, so I'm going to give you a card for being a newbie, and I'm going to give you an extra one for sharing, and then I'm going to give you a card for sharing. Okay. All right.
My name is Romy. I work with Crystal. I don't know anything about Scentsy.
Oh,
First
wow.
time.
Yay. Okay.
And yeah, that's me.
Okay. So we've got some educating to do today. Fantastic. Okay, and
My name's Carolyn. I go to church with Crystal.
okay.
I'm interested in the laundry stuff. I
Oh.
didn't really know that they were available. I thought it was just the little bars and wax, but yeah, that's what I'm interested in hearing about today.
Oh, awesome. Okay, good to hear. Okay, thank you for sharing. All right.
I'm Jennifer, Crystal's sister,
Okay.
and like her, I've been using Scentsy a long time as well, but I've only used the bars. I didn't know that there were scented lotion or a diffuser, so.
Yeah, you were over here earlier like, what? And there's a lot of stuff that's not even here because if I brought it, it would look like I'd be moving in.
everyone. Good evening.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right.
I'm Shannon. I'm Crystal's friend. I've never used Scentsy myself, but my mom, she uses the candle melts and the candles and the milk bars. Yeah.
Okay.
And I know that it smells really good.
Okay. But you've never used yourself.
No.
Okay, so you're definitely a newbie.
Okay.
And I want to introduce Michelle. She's one of my team members. She's done her own. She's been a Scentsy consultant for 6 months. Yeah, and so she hasn't actually done a party outside of her house yet, so she wanted to come and observe. And I don't do them very often. I do them for like just very close friends, and if somebody asks me, I'll do it. But the majority of what I do is I train people to do become a consultant and show them how to work their business within their lifestyle. But this is why I love what I do. When she reached out and said she wanted to do a home party for the fundraiser, I was like, oh, two of my favorite things: a fundraiser and a home party. So it's I just like to meet new people and educate, because a lot of people say, oh, I know Scentsy, or oh, I use Scentsy, but they have no clue how to use Scentsy or what we actually have. So, like Nora has been buying Scentsy for a couple years now from me, and because I've never really sat down and talked with her, she just kept ordering, and that's kind of my bad. I've never asked her, I just realized, but she didn't really know there's so many different ways to change the wax, which I'm definitely going to share that today, which is hence why people need to have a party, because
That's right.
yeah, she's like, what? I was like, oh
I have a question on this one. You know, it says to do it once, it comes really, the third one, it's like it just doesn't.
no. So the third one
Click
is,
it twice?
okay, so the third one is actually like a disbursement.
Right, that's what I.
Yeah, it comes out and then it stops, and then it comes out, and so that one's going to be about 8 hours long of water,
Right.
because it stops for a little bit. And then if you do it full blown on high, it just keeps going on
Right.
high for up to 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do I do the third one?
The third one, you'll just have to push it again, and it'll just stay on low, and the low will be up to 8 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I tried, because Crystal says you click it 3 times, and then it'll just go slow, but.
Yeah, they're different settings, so you'll just have to click on each one. And do you still have the directions? If not, I can send you what because in the direction it tells you which button, which click is what. I don't have that memorized, so I should, but I don't. But I'll make sure that basically if you experiment and turn it on, the one click, it'll. Do you happen to remember which one's which?
No, I just.
So this one, the first click that I did, that is the disbursement, because I know I just did it. So now I think if you click one more time, it will be, and then I'm going to actually go right into this since we've already talking about it. So if I click it off, and then I click it again, let's see.
That's the lights. You mess with the lighting.
Okay.
There it
No,
is.
so that one's on high.
On high.
And then if I click it one more time, it's going to go to low.
Okay, and that's like 4 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's 2 8-hour settings, which is the disbursement and the lower setting. So this is a diffuser, everyone. We launched the diffuser about, what, a year and a half ago now, babe?
In Vegas, they launched it.
Yeah, 2015. The fall of 2015, so like a year and a half ago. So what this is a cooling system. It has 13 different lighting settings. Actually 16, because 3 of them is like a candle setting. So if I hold this down, it's gonna turn off, and if I just click it once, it's gonna be just like, looks like just like a candle. Then if I do that, it lowers it, makes it a smaller mood. And this one's just gonna be like a flickering candle scene. And then if I hold it down and turn it off, and then hold it down one more time, it's going to be a rotating LED light. And the mist is like a nebulizing system. So it's very small particles of water. A lot of people in Nevada love it. They'll use it without oil. There's no oils in it right now because I don't want your senses to get mixed up. So when you smell the testers, you're only smelling that. But people leave it on just to keep the dryness in your house moist. It's great for we have kids. This is the little girls one. We have different shades that you can buy. My daughter, this is my daughter's actually. Whenever she's not feeling good, she's not breathing well, like being sick, we will put like a eucalyptus or a mint in there to help open everything up. And very easy to clean. Basically all you do is just pour the water out and just wipe it with a paper towel. There's not that disgusting fungus that builds up with all those other type of humidifiers and stuff.
And if you notice, it's not as loud as the other
it's very
diffusers that you
quiet.
could purchase.
You
won't
don't even
hear
know it's on.
So
Yeah, that's a big deal. Like, cause a lot, while you're sleeping, you already don't feel good, and then you hear all this racket. So yeah, it's just beautiful. I mean, we've got several different shades to choose from. The whole system to buy when you first get it with the cone and the actual, and then a shade of your choice is $130, but it does have a lifetime warranty. So anytime Nora's system stops working for any reason, she just calls me and I get her a completely different base and brand new for free. And so it's what we try to say, it's like an investment. There is no other diffuser on the market that has a lifetime warranty, nor do they have the LED technology. So they're all absolutely beautiful. She's got another version over there. So you can buy a different shade. Like if Nora was like, ooh, I want a different look, she can just buy that shade for $50. So once you have your actual system, you can...
You can pause it on the colors.
Yes, thank you. See, that's another reason why I brought her.
I was looking at Nora's is white, so if she likes whatever color back there, you can pause it on your favorite color.
So I just paused it on the red. So if that's like your decor and you're like, I want it to stay red.
I have to show you how to play with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
you just click it real quick and it'll stop.
But I love all the colors.
Yeah. Now you're having fun with it.
There you go. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So that's one of our newer fragrance systems that we've had in the last year. A lot of people say the price point's a little high, but one thing we do tell everybody is that when you do host a party, you can use 2 of your half-off items and get it half off. Or you can use your hostess credit towards the diffuser. So, but it's definitely a beautiful investment that, like I said, one-time investment for lifetime. Okay, so I am going to talk about the basics really fast because we have some brand new clients in here that have no idea what Scentsy's about. Before we move on, if I'd love to introduce
Alethea.
Hi, Alethea. I didn't know how to approach her. I'm like, shut. Her name badge is not on yet because I haven't given it to her yet. So, do you know anything about Scentsy?
I don't. This is my first introduction.
Oh, yay! This is really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let me give you some cards because you shared and you're a newbie to Scentsy. So at the end of the night, we are going to do a drawing and somebody's going to win a prize. I will give you 2 cards if you ask me about the products. I will give you 4 cards if you ask me about hosting a party to help keep this fundraiser going. And then I will actually give you 6 cards if you ask me about anything about the business, because there's usually somebody in the room that needs extra income or they're looking for a fundraising opportunity or something, and they'd like to be educated, but they just are too scared to talk about it because they think I'm gonna like pounce on them and try to make them join or something. So I like to talk about that part if anybody might be interested. So ask away. You may just want to get your cards and get your prize. It doesn't mean you're going to join. It just means you're trying to help out to educate the room for us. Okay, so don't forget to ask questions. So Scentsy's first products back in 2004, that's when it started, came out with a Scentsy warmer. That's what this is. And it's basically a, this one has a light bulb inside. This one is a 25-watt light bulb and a dish that sits right on the top of the warmer. And we also have paraffin wax candle wax. There is a food grade version that is the reason why it is non-toxic and safe for children and animals is because it's the same type of wax that you put on like apples to make them shiny, or the candy that's kind of hard candy that keeps them fresh when they're hard. So if your children take a bite out of this, they're gonna go, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. But if they happen to ingest, they're just gonna have a colorful bowel movement depending on the color of wax the next day. So that's why lots of moms and animal lovers love Scentsy, because if they stick their hand inside the wax, it's not going to burn them. It's just gonna solidify on their hands and peel off, and then their skin's gonna be soft afterwards. So then they expanded into, we have different sizes. There's, these are the nightlight size. So these go right into the wall, and we've got a off and on switch, and then there's a little button that turns around for depending on your plug, like just like that. And we also have a little thing right here. It's like a screw that helps secure it, because these are heavy. They're made out of ceramic, so they are a little top heavy, but that helps it stay secure. Now there are different styles. This is the original style nightlight, but we also have ones that screw in like this instead of twist on like this one. And recently, in the fall, we came out with, we've had people requesting smaller spaces. So now we have a base that you can put like on your desk.
I didn't know that.
Or in the bathroom.
Oh, I love that one. What was that one?
This one's your Adeline.
Yours.
Yeah.
That's yours.
You have 2 of them. I just took it from your wall.
I'm like, I love that one.
Yes, you do, don't you?
Yes.
So much that it's in your house. So yeah, and so
What
this,
did you do?
so I added it. I took it off the base off the wall, and then I screwed it onto the small little base. So now people have been putting these in bathrooms in the corner, or like if somebody has a smaller cubicle at work and they don't have room for that size, on a small little desk or on a nightstand, they don't want a huge one. They can now have the same effect as they do on the side of the wall.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? So yeah, this was a big whoa when these came out. What? So yeah, people have been asking these for ever since I've been a consultant. People have been begging for something like that. So, so I'm just screwing it back on over here and turning it on. It's the same one. She's got 2. She's all hooked up.
Yeah. Release the same scent as the larger ones.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good question. So I'm gonna give you 2 cards. I'm sorry. Yes.
How long can you leave those on? Is there a time limit? Like if you forget to turn it off overnight?
Oh, good question. So 24/7, it's just like leaving a lamp on. You know how people, for security purposes, they just leave their lamps on? This size is 15 watts. So we've done a lot of experiments over the 6 years with like, one of my consultants, she's in military, and she's very big on like because they don't make a lot of money in the military. So like her expenses were a big deal, but she would go home to a dark house. Her husband was deployed. So she liked to leave all her night lights on when she'd come home, because she worked like graveyard. And so she did an experiment for 2 months to see if her electricity went up, just to see if when she left them on 24/7. It did not, because it's 15 to 25 watts of light bulb. And the only thing is that the longer you leave them on, it's likely it will burn out. But here's the thing. When you're turning these on and off, we actually suggest you to not turn them off unless you have to. Because every time you jolt this and turn this off and on, that electrical is like fusing, and it's actually using the light bulb more than like a stronger current. Thank you. Which is gonna wear that light bulb out faster. So literally, I've had night lights for over a year in my light bulbs over a year. So when people comment, are like, I need another light bulb. I need another light bulb. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, because I'm like, because mine has been in there for like a year, and I've never had to change it. So it's either their electrical system isn't very up to date, and so the electrical system is like pumping and using that outlet really a lot, or they're doing turn on off, and it's just like, what am I doing? And then it burns out. So we suggest to keep it on 24/7. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well then how the heck am I going to change my wax if I don't turn it off? So we recommend a cotton ball, and it just absorbs everything, and then just get another cotton ball and just wipe out the excess oils. And then that's going to also save you from having, you're going to find, I'm sure, once you are introduced to Scentsy, you're going to start meeting other people. Oh yeah, I know Scentsy. And then you might hear that some people get like a brown residue on the bottom right here. That's from not changing out your wax enough and letting it just sit there and having the oil, the fragrance burn out, and the wax just sitting there. And then it kind of sticks to the bottom of the dish. And then also when they change it out, they're not wiping the excess oil out, if that makes sense. So each cube is about 6 to 8 hours. So if you leave the cube in there for, 24 hours, and just sitting there and just kind of frying the wax, you're gonna start building up that brown residue. So, but a little tip, if you ever get residue, soft scrub. It wipes it right out, so.
So, the plug-ins.
Yes.
Are the children protected if they were to go over and touch them?
Okay, so good question.
Thank you.
So these definitely get warm. So right now, when I go over here, because this has been on for a while since I've been here, when I touch this, my senses say, this is warm, I probably don't want to continue to touch it. But I'm not singed by any means. You didn't see me go, right? So your kids are gonna go, that's hot, probably shouldn't touch it, but they're not gonna be burned. This oil is in here,
That's awesome.
and I'm sticking my finger in here, and see what happens? It just solidifies on my hand.
That's awesome.
Our son, we have a dresser in his room that was about this tall, and he was 3 or 4 at the time. He somehow pushed over his dresser to the point that the dish fell off on his head.
Twice.
And dumped wax all down his body.
He didn't learn the first time.
And all we
He did it
heard
twice.
was ruckus, like boom, 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 and all of a sudden, I'm sorry. Not like, ah! I'm like, what did you do? He thought I was gonna be mad at him because of the wax everywhere, and it got on the carpet, which will happen, I'm not gonna lie. But the nice thing about paraffin wax is that if you put like a very tiny layer of like a thin towel or a paper bag, just put it right over the wax and iron it up, and even on white carpet and red wax will come right up. Yes.
So you keep saying, I hear you keep saying paraffin. What exactly is that?
Okay, so paraffin wax is a form of wax that you can use. Have you ever heard of like the spa? In the spa, you stick your hands in the wax, and it solidifies and moisturizes your hand. It's that same wax, but it's a food grade version. So it's you can actually ingest it. Not recommended, but you can ingest it without any toxics or emergency room, trips, if that makes sense. So and then also it's put on, because it's a food grade. It's the formula of that they put on apples to make it shiny. You know how like if you get like a, what is it, Granny Smith, you see them, they're all shiny. That they do a very small layer glaze of paraffin wax.
Now to compare our wax to the competition wax that you get in the other stores.
There's no competition.
But what I'm saying is their waxes are a soy-based wax, which it's a lot hotter to warm, to melt them. So those actually get scorching hot.
Oh yeah,
and you will burn yourself. You will burn yourself with those. Like if you were to light a candle and the candle wax burns and you put it on your skin, it's hot. Their waxes is the same way. You can't stick your hand in their wax and not get burned. You'll get burned.
Yes. So there are a lot of knockoff brands out there that try to be Scentsy. Some of them have decent looking warmers, and some of them have decent smelling wax, but they will not last as long as ours, because ours is infused with the most essential oils, like the highest grade of essential oils in the wax, which makes it last a lot longer. So each package is $5, and somebody will go to Walmart, let's say, and say, oh, I can get that for $2. But you will not be going through this as fast as you do that. So you'll end up going and taking, buying 3 packages for $6 and still not lasting as long as one Scentsy bar, if that makes sense. So you get what you pay for, they say. Okay. Then they came out with a little story from our owners. Orville Thompson, one of the owners, he read like an article about how when children tend to be attached to a stuffed animal when they're young, between like the ages 0 to 5, they tend to grow up to be more loving and responsible, caring adults. So he got the idea of, okay, let's attach that with fragrance, because fragrance creates memory, okay? So what they created was the Scentsy Buddy, which I don't have one here with me because they're actually limited editions, and so they change constantly. But it's a stuffed animal that there's a zipper in the back, and you stick one of these little scent packs. It's like a sachet. Yeah, inside the back, and it creates fragrance. And so they're absolutely adorable. I can show you guys which ones we have in stock on my website. This is our newer improved version for the babies. They're called Sidekicks. So they have the sensory sounds and the little teething rings. And these ones actually already are infused with fragrance already. So this is our little mouse. So I'll let you. Oh, absolutely. So that's Murphy the mouse.
Ooh,
and it's
lovely.
Newborn Nursery fragrance.
That's lovely.
Yeah. And there's different ones. There's a pig, there's a lamb.
Do you have them for adults?
Those are the Scentsy buddies. Those are the Scentsy buddies right there.
Yes.
My mom bought one for herself.
Oh, right?
My mom bought a Scentsy Buddy for herself. It rides in the back seat.
Oh, makes her
It's
car
called a
smell.
hers is
Makes,
a poodle,
yeah,
yeah.
makes her car smell lovely.
Exactly. Said, you can buy a scent pack. No, I want the whole
Look,
buddy.
have to pull over and go take a little news for a minute.
Right?
Exactly.
So these are really fun. We have gift bundles that come with like a sidekick and a nightlight and a bar, because these are actually what has been really popular since we came out with the base. Is people will get a nightlight for the nursery to put like up on top of the their dresser, and for some fragrance, and a little nightlight when they're nursing and stuff. And then this is just like a little toy to play with, and like a newborn nursery bar. Okay, so then we all know about those bathrooms that don't have any plugs, right? Mm-hmm. The ones that are just like a little stall, and then your bathroom's on the outside. Well, unfortunately, people tend to stink those bad boys up, right? So we came out with our room sprays. These are awesome. This little tiny guy has about 500 pumps to him. Okay, that's a long time. I've literally, over a year, and this guy over here can blow it up, I ain't gonna lie. So we use it all the time, and I haven't changed my room spray for over a year. So, because you really only need like one squirt. It's very potent. It's very infused with a lot of essential oils. So what I suggest though, because it has oil, spray it up. Because if you spray it like this, you're gonna have a lot of oil on the floor,
and it gets slippery.
And you can get slippery. So if you let it have more to disperse, it won't get like that. But these are awesome. They're so tiny, you can put them in your purse in case you have a bad stomach situation out in public or something. And so this one comes with in every single fragrance, which is over 80 fragrances. Oh my. And we also have a scent called Odor Out, which is like straight get the stink out, which is a very fresh fragrance, which I think it still smells good.
So that doesn't bother your sinuses or anything like that?
I can't verify that because it depends on the person, and definitely the fragrance, because everybody has a different sensitivity to the fragrance. Mm-hmm. So if you know, like, I can't do jasmine, then we will make sure that you don't choose one that has jasmine in it, if that makes sense. That's why we have over 80 fragrances, because we know that everybody has a different allergy situation.
Right.
And one thing I will say is that people with asthma and allergies tend to be able to do Scentsy and not other fragrance products.
After that.
Yes, and the one thing about a wickless candle, I just have to toot this horn really fast. We're really trying to get fire out of homes, because fire is one of the biggest cause of death, besides like car accidents, and I think it's like number 2. And so we want to give you a fragrance experience without having to worry about fire being in your homes with children, animals. And another hazard is that you're ingesting carbon monoxide and smoke. It may smell great in your house, but you're inhaling all of that. And so your children, candle wicks have lead in them. And so if you're pregnant, you're ingesting all of that into your child's bloodstream and lungs and everything. And people that have candles burning, if you take those vents out, it'll be all black, because that's where all the smoke goes. And then when they pump it out with the air conditioner, it's going back into your lungs. So this is the safest as far as health purposes too, and safety as far as.
And also, if you leave the house, you don't have to worry about, did I blow the candles?
Yeah, you can leave this on if you go on vacation. You can leave your warmer on, and then, it's just like a nightlight. You don't have to worry about falling asleep. I had a client at a party once. She said she fell asleep. She put a Yankee candle on, and she fell asleep overnight, and when she went to the bathroom, she had black like soot around her nose. That's disgusting if you ask me. So my house burnt down when I was 7. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about Scentsys, because I definitely don't want anybody to ever experience that again. I literally had the clothes on my back and not even any shoes on, and that's what was left. We had nothing left. So any way to try to get people to keep their fragrance in their house and their offices, but not have fire, call me. That's my mission. One of my missions. Okay, so we obviously, over the years, they loved the Scentsy fragrances. It's just a different scent. They come out with these amazing blends, and so people started to say, I want to smell like Scentsy. I want my clothes to smell like Scentsy. I want my house, everything to be like Scentsy. So over the years, we've developed, we now have Scentsy Skin, which is, we have a velvet hand cream. We have the souffle, which they're both amazing. They're not greasy. They leave your skin just like satin, absolutely amazing. I'm not going to lie, because I am a bad liar. I can't use the souffle or the rolling stuff on me because I'm very sensitive. I, for some reason, can use it on my hands, but I think your hands are tougher than the rest of your body. So if you are sensitive, I'm going to tell you that you may or may not be able to use this. I don't know. But I have clients that can't get enough of it. And it is amazing. I'm actually jealous that they can use it and I can't. So if you do have a sensitivity to skin, I will let you know that I can't use it. The body wash is brand new, and I haven't tried it yet because I'm a little. Have you?
Yes.
So?
I love it.
Okay, so she doesn't have issues. She's lucky, and
My daughter.
So is that there, the other one, the body lotion? Is that you can use all over?
So the hand
souffle?
cream, oh yeah, the body souffle, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yes, you can use it all over. Now we recommend like a souffle is really thick, so we recommend it in drier areas. But there's some people that put all over their body because they've got really dry skin.
Right.
But most people they'll like elbows, knees, bottom of their feet, things like that. But if you've got dry skin, which pretty much you live in Nevada, you probably do. So everybody tends to use it all over.
Do you mind if we could smell? Is it open?
I'm not sure if it is, but if it's not, then we will just open it.
So we can just smell,
Sure,
please.
absolutely. You could pass it around.
Thanks.
Yes. And then if you guys,
Fresh and clean.
if
So
you,
fresh and clean.
is this one mine or yours? It's your, oh, no, I have one.
Are you
With
sure?
too
Yeah.
many smells.
That one is number what, 30? 16. Oh, but you know what?
And love.
I have all the different fragrances in the Scentsy Skin. This is our rolling fragrance that just goes on your,
Yes.
deal. These are all the different fragrances that you can actually smell it, so you know which one you might want to buy all the other products in, or the roller.
Can
So
we smell the
I could
other
pass it.
tube as well?
Yes, you could smell it.
They can use it.
So if you open those are actually all the fragrances, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Those
one,
are
two,
all the
three, four,
numbers.
five.
Yes.
5 of them.
Yes. Yes, both of them. Like if there's a number in there you want to try, you're welcome to smell that. Carolyn, right?
Carolyn, yeah.
I left my Sharpie at home. Usually it's like marker, right? Yeah, but it's like harder to see. Huh? He's saying that just before we left, he's like joking. We were in the closet getting dressed. He's like, "You need a Sharpie?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "So I told you." Okay, so Carolyn really wants to know about our laundry line. OMG. I'm so happy that I can use the laundry line because the most popular that we have that people generally go crazy over is the washer whiffs, and I will let you pass them around. They're little crystals, salt crystals infused with fragrance, and our laundry line can be used in an HD. Is it HE?
HE.
I always say HD. Like thinking of a screen or something.
HE.
Yeah.
Well,
Here, I'm gonna go this way.
Our wash is HE.
Oh yeah. I love ocean. Love it. So those you just put a couple scoops right inside to the drum, and we have laundry liquid, Scent Soft, which is like a conditioner. Or like a fabric softener, and then we also have the wash whiffs and then dryer discs. These are like the best thing since sliced bread, if you ask me. Instead of having to worry about where's the dryer sheet, is it stuck to my pants? Am I walking to work and it's on my pantyhose? You know, this is basically it like beats the static out of the clothes. And there's about 15 loads per disc, sometimes more. And then it's also infusing fragrance in, taking the static away. I'm not gonna lie, it does make noise, so what we do is we stick it inside like a sock or something, and then it's fine. So
you just leave it constantly in the dryer?
Yeah.
Well, when you take your clothes out, it's coming with it. You gotta look for it.
Yeah, but you'll find it easier than a sheet stuck
where
to
did it go?
You know?
Right.
So, and these ones right here, you get 2 to a box for $7, so it's a really good deal.
I'm wondering, I'm
anyone
sorry, but I'm
interested?
wondering if you could put like a strip or something to tape it onto the dryer. But it sticks, because they used to sell stuff like that.
Smell it.
Where it was something like that, there was a strip that you take off and then you just tape it into the dryer.
The purpose of this
the
is
purpose, the way it's made, the plastic,
She says
actually, by the tumbling is what is actually beating the static out of the clothes. Yeah, so that's the idea of these. Yeah, so there's no actual static resistant in the actual disc. It's the beating that actually, the motions of that action is what takes the static out, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
And it puts a smell in it too.
Yes, yes, it does.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Well, that's actually pretty.
I don't know where that should be at the top. Michelle, is the top?
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, so
Oh, there's also Scentsy Man if you guys are interested.
oh, you want to talk about Scentsy Man,
Scentsy.
babe?
Says sexy man.
Does everybody want to feel his head? How soft this is? He uses Scentsy Man. I'm serious. You all can touch his head if you want to. Because I honestly, it is amazing. Like, no joke, ladies. Your man will. If you want to smell him, I don't care. It smells amazing. There's how many? There's 4 fragrances.
There's 4 right now, yeah.
Okay, hold on with that because Jennifer wanted to hear this.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let me take a sip while we're grabbing him. Okay. We're talking about how if you want your man to smell amazing and be silky smooth, the Scentsy Groom is awesome. Mick, why don't you tell them about it? Because how you use it.
You use it.
Yeah.
I
don't use it, so.
It comes with soap. It comes with a bar soap, which is you can use for everything. I mean, you can use it for shampoo, you can use it for shaving, or you can just use it for washing. It also comes. We also have a shaving balm. Comes in a tube, kind of like that.
Like this. Yeah, it looks just like
it comes
that.
in a tube like this, so it's a little bigger.
Yeah.
Get a little shaving brush. I mean, it lathers up amazingly. Honestly, I was never big into shaving. It was just, get the can of Barbasol and just go to town, But once we started carrying these products, obviously I have to, try them out, and they've been absolutely just unbelievable. We also have lotions for afterwards. We have a face balm, and cream.
And the cream.
Body cream. So I mean, you can get the whole system. All comes in the same numbers. There's 4 different fragrances.
What's your favorite number, babe?
My favorite number is 4. There's 2 of them. There's 4 and
63?
60, 52, 62. I can't remember. I take the wrapper off of it and I forget.
Crystal, seriously, you know him. Touch his head. Feel how soft his head is.
That is really
But I use it in the shave soap in the shower. You know, I mean I mean, if you shave in the shower, that's great. If you don't, then we have the shave lotion, shaving cream. It's good stuff. It's a really good product. I mean, for all those guys who are into shaving, it's you know, sandalwood or whatever they like. I mean, that stuff gets expensive.
I have a question.
There is a sandalwood. The one I just used tonight is 52, I believe.
Is it 52?
Or 62. It's sandalwood based, and it's very good. Yes, ma'am.
You know, you're giving us a lot of information here, and what I want to know is, can you go on a website and read on each individual thing that you want to be educated about?
Absolutely. And then also, she caught on fast.
She wasn't here for all the...
Yes.
Yeah, but you can.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And everything is described in the catalog also.
Well, we're doing a product sheet for the fundraising purpose, but if you want a catalog for for like reading, for reading purposes, yes.
It breaks down each product and everything that's in each product as far as fragrance goes.
Right.
You know,
that's very, very interesting.
Breaks it down in each product. So.
Absolutely.
So that's my wrap on the men's Scentsy.
That's my wrap.
Scentsy groom.
Okay.
If you have somebody who likes to shave or enjoys it, I would definitely get him something to try it out.
He was hounding the owner Orville for like years because they're both bald. Like, dude, when are we gonna get stuff for us?
It's
and
good. And once he broke it out, it's actually
well worth it.
Yes, ma'am. It is, and it lasts a long time.
You only need a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
A little goes a long way.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're actually gonna play a game so somebody can win. Actually, hi. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hi.
Should I go wrong house?
Yeah.
You go like it?
Oh my God, you're so late.
Okay, so we're gonna play a game to have a little bit of fun. Somebody can win something, then I can introduce another product that we have, and actually somebody can have it. So you guys have little sheets on the back on your clipboards. If you could just turn it around to the back, the long strip one that says the wish list. Thank you. Yeah, I went blank for a second.
Turn it on the back.
Yes, please. All right.
I'll put you on camera. You ask a lot of questions.
Hi, come on in. Welcome.
All right, so let's give some to everybody that just joined. All right.
This game is not about how much you know, right?
No, no, not fair.
I'm just kidding.
All right, so this is going to be a point system. So you're just going to write down, when I tell you how many points, listen to the question, and then you'll write points down to what pertains to you, okay? All right, so give yourself 1 point for each party that you've attended over the last 2 years.
This one counts.
And this one does count, so everybody should have at least 1 point. All right. Give yourself 2 points for every party that you've attended in the last 6 months. So you're going to give yourself another 2 points, right?
2?
Because today counts. But obviously, if there's anything else, that's how you're going to rack up the points. Give yourself 3 points for each party you have hosted. So Nora and Crystal will be giving yourselves 3 points for tonight.
And for any other parties that you
For any other parties you've hosted.
Bag party.
You've done lots of bag parties
Basket
with me,
parties
so.
count too.
But it doesn't matter.
Going back 6 years. Go back.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like, when's it?
Now I get it.
Yeah, it could be any party. If you had a Pampered Chef party, you know, a few years ago or whatever. Oh, it doesn't have to be a Scentsy party. Yeah, any type of a party planning. This type of deal. 4 points if you would host a party if you could just take a bag to work, like Crystal does, and we'll explain what that is if you're interested. And that'll also count towards the fundraiser. I'm distracted easily. Who's like they're coming for me or something. Who's here?
You can close the door.
No, it actually feels good. I'm good. Let's see. 5 points for each party you have hosted in the last 6 months.
Any kind of party.
Oh, no, it's not. 3 points if anybody has approached you about a direct selling business. Like, girl, you should do this.
Ever?
Yeah, ever. I'm sure everybody in here has been approached at some time. Double those points if you seriously considered it at one point. And then 5 points if you have been a representative for another direct sales company. Whether you're currently one or you've been one. Okay, so just add up all your points. All right, so we'll start over here. How many points do you have?
15.
Okay, Crystal?
27. 7.
14. Okay.
Oh, 9.
Okay.
40.
40?
It's like, I played this game before.
I was just listening to all these low ball numbers. This 40.
18.
Oh, and 3. Oh, really? Okay, so Crystal, you have 27. Oh my goodness, girl. Okay, so here is your prize. You can open it so everybody can see it. Talk about that.
Oh, I love these things.
Scent circle. Okay, so has everybody seen those like trees hanging in the car from like the car wash? Yeah. It's the same thing, but it's Scentsy. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, so it comes with every single fragrance that's available. So if it's available, it comes in a scent circle. Now every single month we have a new fragrance, so there's always something exciting to smell. This month is the Ivy and Water Lily, so I'm gonna pass this around just so you guys know what the scent of the month is. So whatever warmer and scent is for that month is gonna be 10% off. So as soon as it's available, we have a scent circle in it, so there is one in this fragrance. This is our warmer of the month that just came out this month, and it's also 10% off, so it's normally, is it 45? So, one of you guys have a flyer on here, let me see. It is normally, what did they do here? Yeah, 40, and it's on sale for 36 right now. So, and then once the month is over, there'll be another one, and it'll go back up to $40. So if you have your eye on it, you want to get it while it's on sale. But I'll pass this fragrance around, just so you guys have an idea what the scent of the month is.
Do you know how to open it? No, okay.
I'll do it.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
And so her scent circle, it lasts about 2 weeks because of especially in the summer months, it's getting warmer, so the heat is actually going to be activated, the fragrance, so it'll like be released faster. In the colder months, it lasts a little bit longer. So we also, I want to get into the Scentsy Clean, since, and then we will also play another game so people can play more prizes. This is one of my favorite, actually Scentsy, the Clean products is my favorite now. This is called Scentsy Fresh. This is like a Febreze. Everybody knows what Febreze is, right? For your linens, your couch. I am like I was a Febreze addict. Like anybody who's coming over, like squish, making sure that, because I had 3 dogs at one point. I have 2 now. But I'm always worried that people smell dog. And so this one is Luna, so there's an actual fragrance to it, but we have an odor out. which is like the Febreze smell. And so it just freshens up your clothes in your closet, your linens on your bed, your couch, your carpets, your dog bed, stinky baseball bags. I mean, everything you could think of. Shoes, yes. Very good. I'm going to give you a card just for that. Yes. Amen, amen. Stinky shoes.
I don't know what they're for, but I'm going to find out again.
Can I get a cold water too? Please.
So this baby is awesome. I love it. We also have Scentsy Counter Clean, which it comes in a few fragrances, not all of them. So our fragrances, I forgot to tell you, our laundry line and like our scent packs. These, a lot of people use these in the car. This is the one that goes in the back of the Scentsy Buddy I was telling you guys about. Oh. But people buy these for their drawers. And so these specific things only come in certain fragrances. So you'll have to, we'll look at the catalog to see which ones they come in. But the counter clean is amazing. It actually creates like a barrier on your counter to, so if something spills, it's not going to seep into your counter and stain it as much. So it actually, every time you use it, it's creating a barrier for you. But it also smells amazing. We also have hand soap, kitchen soap, which is amazing. It's all very concentrated, so it lasts a long time. The bottles are all about the same size as this.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you said that it's safe on countertops. Would that include granite?
It's actually everything but wood. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and we can actually use it on stainless steel. And also you could do, it doesn't say it on the bottle, but I've done it, and you guys can try it if you want to, and it works great for us, is spot cleaning for your carpet.
So you say you use it on stainless steel, does it smear?
Nope.
No smearing?
Nope.
Just as long as you use one of those microfiber towels?
Right.
Not a paper towel?
Yeah, because like if you use like a paper towel, it can scratch you.
Right.
But that's not Scentsy products. That's just that's just paper being smeared on your linen. This month only, we have a promotion for, these are called bricks. These are, where's our little bar? Where'd it go? Oh, so you can see the difference in size. So this is like the big mamma jamma that if you really fall in love with this fragrance, we have 6 fragrances that are only, they're just like a promotion fragrance, and I'll pull up those fragrances if you're the type of person that likes to stick to one scent, you're like once I fall in love, that's what I want in my house all the time. This is something you'd want to get, a big brick. The reason why we have these is because sometimes fragrance is about mood, right? When you get home from work, you don't want something that's going to make you all hyper. You want more of a relaxing scent. And then if you want to leaving for work, you want something that's going to pump you up. You want a little love, you want romantic fragrances, you know? So that's why they have smaller packages, so you can switch out your wax, which is, I'm also going to show you a different way to switch out your wax easily. If you are one of those people that wants to turn off your warmers at night and you're just, I don't care what Jess says, I want to turn it off, you can let the wax solidify. It's just going to get hard, just like a normal candle would. And you could use the side of your bar and go around the side and it pops right out. So just make sure that when you're changing your wax, that if you haven't warmed it, the amount of cubes for that, like up to 8 hours, that you remember that it can be reused. So put it in like a plastic bag, and if you haven't, like there's still fragrance there, you don't want to waste your wax. But if you've used it up to the amount of hours that it's like up to 8 hours, then you can throw it away. But to save and get the most out of your wax, you want to make sure that you're not throwing it away until all the fragrance is gone and you've melted it for at least 8 hours. Per cube, basically. The only thing I don't recommend about that is because you're risking breaking your dish. They are replaceable, just so you know, if it does happen. Or you have a kid that throws balls and it flies, and which happens all the time. People call me all the time, my dish broke, what do I do? You could just buy the dish. But the cotton ball is the safest, easiest way. So, all right, any last questions before we play one more game so somebody else can play a prize? And then
well, actually, Delia had a question. She's real sensitive with smell. You know, she gets really bad headaches.
Okay.
So I was suggesting like the diffuser. What kind of oils would you recommend that's not, you know, doesn't have a strong smell.
Well, I would ask her what fragrances she knows that bothers her first, because. Oh, okay. Well,
Very sensitive.
I have the testers, so
I
you
already
could.
got a migraine headache right now. Just being
Just from me passing everything.
Oh, just from passing it around. Well, I will tell you, Lily, the one that we just passed around is a very perfumed smell. We do have lighter fragrances that aren't as perfumey, so that's why we have so many testers, because there's something for everybody. But I will tell you, going through the process of smelling them all to see what doesn't work will probably put you into giving you a headache. Yeah. So that's why, like, so there's just not one fragrance that you use in your home that you know that is okay.
The only thing I use in my bathroom is that cinnamon and apple.
Okay, so like a cinnamon and apple, you're okay with. We do have fragrances that have cinnamon or apple, so we'll start with those and see what you think. So I wouldn't give you things that you know bother you. So whatever you do know you can use, that's what we'll show you. Okay, and we do have those in the diffuser, that type of a fragrance, like a cinnamon. So that's what we'll do. Okay.
Okay.
Good question.
So you got a card. No, I started using those. Go ahead, Delia.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna educate you guys a little bit about the company now. So I'm gonna make everybody uncomfortable and have everybody stand up and get in a circle. They're like, dang it.
Come over here. You're not gonna get in the circle?
No, because she's giving a prize. I'm not going to give a prize.
Oh, it's just the game. It's the circle game. Yeah.
All right. And I only do this at parties that there's people that are new to Scentsy.
We gotta fill in here because everybody's gonna.
Yeah, be in a circle. You're passing the bag around.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So every time you hear the word Scentsy,
Okay.
you're going.
She hasn't started yet.
Oh yeah, stand up on it.
Stand up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, you
Can I? Is it okay with my shoes? Is it okay?
Did that work?
I'm not going to play.
Yeah. So every time you hear the word Scentsy, pass it to your right. All right.
Oh, I'm smart.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you the story of Scentsy.
You're going to pass the bag. I'm okay.
It's not like hot potato.
Yeah.
It's not like hot potato.
All right. Scentsy was started in Centerville, Utah in July 2003 by Colette Gunnell and Kara Egan. Colette and Kara were stay-at-home moms looking for a safer alternative to candles. Orville Thompson encountered the small company at a home show in early 2004 and brought some samples home. Orville and his wife Heidi were intrigued by the powerful emotions and memories the fragrances brought to the surface without the dangers of burning candle. Orville and Heidi purchased Scentsy and relocated to Meridian, Idaho, where it continues to grow very rapidly. Scentsy experienced a 400% increase in each of the first 3 years of operation. In 2010, Scentsy was named the #1 consumer products company on the corporate 500 list, and the number of current Scentsy independent consultants hit over the 100,000 mark. Scentsy consultants share the Scentsy experience throughout the United States, Puerto Rico, Guam, Canada, Ireland, Spain, France, and many other countries. Scentsy expanded into Europe in 2011. Authentic Scentsy bars contain highly scented wax made especially for authentic Scentsy warmers. They are leadless, wickless, flameless, and smokeless. Authentic Scentsy warmers are electric, and wax is heated by a low watt light bulb. An on-off switch is conveniently located on the cord. Scentsy warmers are also make excellent night. You can order Scentsy warmers and highly scented wax at a Scentsy party. Better yet, when you schedule your Scentsy party in your home, or take a Scentsy basket party to work, you can earn free Scentsy products and other generous Scentsy host rewards. Now enjoy the sensational Scentsy party, the other Scentsy guests, your sensationally charming Scentsy hosts, and most important, your authentic Scentsy performers and the wide variety of Scentsy fragrances and other products.
I got it.
Yeah!
That one's cheating.
There was a little
I couldn't give it up.
Okay, so what do you got?
Oh,
She willed it to be.
Aww. You're such a generous person. Okay, so what that
room.
No, that is for a car.
Okay.
It's a car bar. So that is like a scent circle, but it actually lasts up to 30 days.
Oh.
And I will tell you that since we live in the hot desert, we recommend the car bars more than the scent circles because in the hot summer, sometimes the oils that are in the circles sometimes leak if you don't leave the cellophane on. So we started having those issues, so that's why they came out for climates like ours, the car bar. But they last double the amount of time. So the scent circle is $3 and those are $6, but again, it lasts double the time, so it's worth the money, basically. All right. So I want to, what do I have in here? All right, so I want to give our hosts a little gift and for thanking me for thinking of me for your guys' fundraisers. So I'm gonna, you could choose which one since she's missing out. Choose which one you want. She's
She doesn't even know it's in it. She doesn't even know it's in it.
Wait a minute, let me see. I worked this week.
She's like, I put this stuff together, girl.
Wait.
All right, let's see what you guys got.
Go ahead,
You
open up.
ladies got
You might want yours back, Noah.
the velvet hand cream.
What'd you get?
Oh, you got the hand cream.
Oh, kind of cream. No, soap.
So is that hand soap?
No, it's the,
Hand soap.
that is hand soap? All
Yeah,
right. all right.
by the Sea is one of my favorites. That's By the Sea.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
So just one thing with the hand soap, the pump right here, when you're taking this off, open this up first. Because when you put it down and you screw it, it's all the air
pressure.
comes down and it starts leaking all the soap. So just make sure you open this first before you screw that.
Okay.
Or get directly in the shower.
But it's so concentrated, you just need a little bit and it lathers up amazing. And the smell is Okay, so before we get to the real fun part of actually smelling everything and finding out what you want, I want to just share my quick Scentsy story a little bit more in detail because it's important for you guys to know that there's such a huge opportunity with being a Scentsy consultant other than just being able to make some extra income because you truly are able to give back like doing fundraisers. So if there's anybody that you know, other like baseball teams, or if there's a certain cause, like I've done lots of fundraisers for people that have like illnesses just to raise money to help them while they're like out of work or whatever. So you can do that. Churches, I've done a lot of fundraisers for churches, for causes. So a lot of people will become consultants just because they want to be able to help raise money for whatever their cause is. So, and that's pretty much what I did. When I started Scentsy, unfortunately, we were in a really bad financial situation. So I joined because I needed the money, but I didn't join for that reason. I was too scared to join because I didn't have the money. Swore I wasn't a salesperson. I don't know anybody. I mean, everything. I don't have the time. I have 2 toddlers. I mean, everything you can think of is why I shouldn't become a consultant. But when my sponsor told me about the causes that we promote every catalog season, it was the Autism Speaks Foundation that we were promoting at the time. And my cousin is autistic. So that spoke to me. And so I knew that even though I knew I wasn't a good salesperson, I could definitely share that with the people that I know. And that's literally what gave me the courage to become a consultant. Never was in a sales position before. And I realized that if I can convert that passion into those causes, you know, the sky's the limit. This catalog season, we're actually promoting for the Shriners Hospital. And this is the cause warmer. It's called Love Heals. It's beautiful. It actually has a it's written, it says love, it says heals, it has little hearts on it. And then we also have a Scentsy buddy, for the same cause on the other side. It's called, his name's Sebastian. and he's a little like superhero. So if you purchase these two products, they're going to donate $8 back to this specific cause from your purchase. So if you like to double dip and do fundraising and help two different causes, this cause as well as Shriners, that's how you can do that. And over the years, I've been able to not only put food on the table and bring an income into my family, but I've been able to, I call this my blessings bag. My little, makes me feel like a superhero. I've been able to do many things for other people, and one of the biggest things that was so exciting for me is I was able to sponsor my son's baseball team. And that was huge for me because when we started, we couldn't even afford for my kid to play baseball. And that was one of the reasons why I worked so hard, is so we can afford those crazy dues, which you know are insane. And then I was starting to build a business, and when they came to me, and it felt so great that they came to me just to ask, knowing that I was in the position to help. And that was the best feeling in the world, because I was the one that needed the help at one time. So I bring this around with me everywhere I go. And my husband actually was the coach at the time, and he still coaches him. But this little plaque means so much to me. I would put it in my office, but I want everybody to see it. So I've got tons of things in here. But one of the things I wanted to share, because I'd be talking for way too long. But one of the first trips that my husband and I earned from Scentsy was Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. It was for an all expenses paid trip. It happened to land on our 6-year anniversary. Our 5-year, he was in Japan, so I was by myself in the middle of nowhere because he was military. And then our actual honeymoon, we had to cut it short because our dog died. So we never really had like a vacation together. Whoop. Oh, there's our picture. And the coolest part is that we've been to several different places around the world. If you guys look at your cards and turn them over, there's different places that you'll find. You'll find Greece, you'll find Mexico, you'll find England, you'll find Hawaii is there. I haven't been to Hawaii. I went to Costa Rica instead, but one of my consultants has been there for, she earned a trip there. Many places, but we're actually going back to Punta Cana in June because we earned it, and it's kind of cool because this is our 6-year anniversary, and we just promoted to the highest level of the company in November. So we're going back to celebrate. Thank you. So, and the reason why I share this picture is because I used to dream about snorkeling in tropical places. I used to think that was for other people, like, you know, on TV and magazines. And now that's a part of my life every single year in different places around the world. So there's lots of opportunity, not only to receive for yourself, but to also help other people pass on those dreams. I have one of my team members, she earned a trip to Africa for her and her husband. So she's going to Africa in June. So now it's neat to see these other people receiving what I've gotten with Scentsy. So if you or anybody you know would find interest in opportunity for yourself or others, Scentsy has a lot of opportunities other than just making extra income. I promise you, 7 out of 10 homes have fragrance in their home. So if you want to learn how to share this amazing product, as long as you're coachable, it works, right? And then could you share a little bit really fast of why you love Scentsy?
Well, my name is Michelle, and I've been sitting here listening and learning. My day job, I'm a special education teacher, and actually the first warmer that I bought was the Autism Speaks years ago. So I have 3 warmers in my classroom, so it is safe for children. But why I joined was the professional development and the camaraderie of people. I love to learn. As a teacher, I love to learn. And also it's kind of become my happy place where I can decompress and learn and be, so that I can, honestly, it's helped me be a better teacher. And I didn't think about that before joining, which was weird. I didn't think about it. It was just, you know, we need a hobby or something to do, something for myself, something that doesn't involve my high school children or their things. But really, I've been able to donate for my school. They have their annual, bazaar to promote and raise money. So I've been able to do that. I've been able to give back, and I've been able to grow. And my students, my kids, I call my kids, They love Scentsy because they get to pick the fragrances, but I also get to contribute and give back. So, you know, kind of makes me a little bit more well-rounded person. So that was my why. But I mean, your why always changes, you know. So, but to give back is huge.
I think
like
that's a lot of consultants' big purpose with Scentsy, because it starts out with just, ooh, I can get my nails done and make some extra money, but it turns out to be so much more when you get to know the company. The company's culture is just amazing. They truly care about you, like each individual consultant. They're just the most amazingly generous people. I can't say enough about them. A couple months ago, Crystal knows this, I lost my brother to suicide. And if it wasn't for Scentsy and the friendships and the growth, the personal growth that I've been through for the past 6 years, I wouldn't be able to stand here and smile. I'm still in a lot of pain. I'll never be the same person ever again, but the Scentsy gives me a reason to wake up every day, because what I do is I make people smile. When people smell fragrance, they automatically have a memory, and it's usually a good memory. Maybe sometimes it's bad. It's an ex-boyfriend that they don't want to remember. I don't know. But, but I will say that I am so blessed. God had a reason that the way my life worked, that God placed Scentsy in my life before my brother decided to make this choice. And life sometimes sucks, and there's a lot of things that hit us out of nowhere. Hopefully not as tragic as what I've been through, but you just never know when that curveball is going to hit us. And it's so much easier to go through when you have people supporting you, and you have something to focus on with a smile, you know. My poor mom had to think about getting off work when her son killed himself, you know, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have to think about that. I just can just sit back and focus on what I'm feeling, and I don't have to call into work, and I don't have to explain myself to anybody. And yeah, you do have to work hard to get to where I'm at. I'm not gonna lie. Crystal's seen me for 6 years, but I am at the point that I have taken 2 months off, and this has helped me get back into things. When she called me, I knew it was a God-given purpose to help her with her mission, but also God saying, you need to get back into what you love. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for you thinking of me and giving me the opportunity to do what I love, because the emptiness inside was so empty that I didn't know if I could do what I do anymore. I didn't know if I had anything else to give. And I realized that I can't stop loving to help other people. So I'm still in the numb phase. I'm not going to lie. It's still not quite real for me yet. I have my moments, but this is why I love what I do, and the relationships that I've built, like with Crystal. So thank you all for letting me share.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much. Thank you. He's right here with me all the time. Okay, and he knew how much I love Scentsy. He would make fun of me all the time. You and your cult, because I loved it so much. Because I always talk about Scentsy. Okay, so let's talk about fun stuff. Let's go smell and have some memories and fun memories. And I have, or actually we don't have to go anywhere. The cool thing is I brought the mini ones that we can pass around, the different fragrances, and they're actually labeled, so the different categories. So this is like romance, so we can just pass around like what you're.
Yeah, right.
So you don't want romance. There's a tropical smelling. Right. So then that's spring and summer.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. These are the favorites. So these are what like most people go to. There are some new favorites in there that they change. These are new releases. No
See, I'm
Scentsy
sensitive
Man.
to smell too, so Jessica just picks mine.
Yeah.
Babe, do you want me to
The
continue?
Corner
Do you want me to
Cafe.
continue recording?
No, that's okay. So, all right, guys. So you obviously see that every party's different. Especially the crowd is going to be different. You're going to feed off of them and what they want to know about you and what they want to know about the products. And so my biggest suggestion is just to go with your heart and share what you love. And every single party is going to be different. And just as long as you know your product, it'll be a great Scentsy party. So, bye, guys.